I'm ready when you
are, Joe.
Boss.
Leave that on camera. Right. Okay, so we did something a little bit different last week with the 3 woods, 5 woods, arguably 4 woods even, in terms of how we compared a couple of clubs, and we're going to do the same again. So we're going to compare, at the moment I've got, remember, the 765 from Srixon, which is a forged
That's definitely
head.
a forged
head.
Definitely.
And in my left hand I have the new Ping i200, which is not a forged head.
It's not.
This is cast. Now everybody knows that. So if you haven't watched the video before, then it's my reference saying this was forged, so apologies to anybody who that might have upset. The reality was the performance was exactly the same, no matter what words I use, how I hit the golf club, and ultimately the performance measured on SkyTrack will still remain the same. But yeah, hands up there, I made an error. But what it allowed us to do, in some ways it was an ultimate compliment to Ping, because they managed to create a cast head in this i200, and the feel that I was getting out of it at the time was very, very soft indeed, and like I said, I even mistook it for a forged head. Now the question that I've got in my head still is, did I think it was soft and buttery because I thought it was a forged head? Yeah. Or was it actually soft and buttery? See, I've got loads of, see all them little analogies I'm throwing in?
Metaphors or something.
They're often to do with butter.
Butter.
Don't they? Like a knife through butter.
Butter, yeah. Buttery.
What was that one I just had? Buttery?
Yeah.
Soft and buttery?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's start off with the forged head. I'm going to hit some balls. This is going to be, like I said, a little bit of fun maybe. We're not going to be too scientific about this. It's going to be, this is one that's going to be about, you're going to have to trust my opinion. We'll back it up with a bit of numbers and measure performance in terms of the two clubs. So a little bit of a head-to-head in that sense. But I'm really interested to see about the feel of the two clubs. Could you just set that line thing up again?
Yeah, sound.
No excuses then, you see. We failed to do, we've just moved it from a driver setting, which is in a different, so move the SkyTrack a foot forward, which means the line changes considerably, and I usually make excuses, so I don't like doing this really, because
200 in it?
Yeah. Okay?
Yep.
There you go. So I'm going to start off by hitting my existing iron. Are we ready?
Yep.
Let's left the target, Joe.
Yeah. Was it?
Nice high launch. Getting on with these clubs, trying to find a little bit of a groove with them. Like I said, it's not. I've not been out a great deal, as you can appreciate. It's sort of December, January time. I've had these new clubs, so been hitting them in the range. But yeah, the one thing that I will say in a minute, that should be down the target line, Joe. Maybe a tad right of target or bang on.
Basically.
The one thing I will say about the clubs is I've only hit a lot of the balls I've hit have been in the driving range, and I love and I'm a big fan of a forged head on an iron. So for me, that's one of the, I can't remember when I mean it was 4 or 5 years ago the last time I didn't have a set of irons that were a forged head. So yeah, it's pretty much part of the criteria for me personally. Oh, that was off the bottom, Joe, that one. Not off the bottom, so we can't even, the data's going to be a little bit irrelevant there, but also in terms of, we're talking about, in the main I'm questioning feel, and you can't get much of a feel out of the bottom of the golf club, I'm afraid, no matter what you're hitting the club's made from. I'm going to hit one more. See if we can get a decent ball to finish. Slightly down that left hand side again, which again is my favoured shot. Numbers wise, same again, 160, a little bit longer than that one, but again my numbers with 7 iron around the 160 mark really. So yeah, 160, a little bit longer than normal I'd normally hit. Got any averages there, Joe, for me?
Yeah.
Throw us up an average.
So your average carry is 152.
Yeah.
Average distance is 160. Yeah, spin 5,000, sorry.
Yeah, so not bad. They're all decent enough numbers. Like I said, pull and a push here and there, and arguably not the greatest performance on camera, but they're in and around. I'd have hit a wide green,
Yeah.
We should have perhaps stone or green up actually. But now I'm going to this, which is, like I said, cast head, i200, brand new club from Ping. Going to be aimed at the mass market, and I was very favourable. My review was, we had it literally pass through that door into our hands, so our, like I said, our descriptions weren't great, but ultimately our review was that it was very favourable. So I'm going to give it another go and see how we feel about it today. Apart from the line, it's a lovely, once again, a lovely feel. That's too far left. I'll try and straighten things up a little for the next one, but I've got to say, from the first shot I hit out, I've hit out of the bay there. The feel is really, really nice, I've got to say that. A little bit matty, but down the target line this time, which is better.
Yeah.
But again, difficult to talk about feel, because it was, like I said, perhaps a tad matty. But there's plenty of support in this i200, and like I said, for a ball that was hit mat before ball 164, it obviously had an impact on spin and slowed the club head speed down and all the rest of it. But 164 out of that shot is impressive. Right, another ball. Oh. Great launch angle on these things, like we've said before. Ping don't cheat on the, I say cheat, maybe I'll retract that statement. They don't make these sort of stronger lofted clubs. So this 7.9, I think we checked last week, and again, maybe I shouldn't make statements without the backup, but my 7.9 is lofted at 30.5. Do you want to just check this, Joe? While Joe's just checking that, I think this is lofted in a pretty similar way. And I said cheat, I didn't mean that, but you get the gist of it. We've got a lot of clubs that come out 7.9s at like 28-degree lofts nowadays, so throws you out in terms of like what you think you're hitting and, well, what I think I'm hitting in terms of performance. Right, so a quick cut there as the card decided it was full in the SD card, that is, memory card in the camera. So, but it did allow us to just stop and check, because 31.5 is the loft on the Ping i200s and 32 on the Srixons. So, like I said, very, very similar in their setup specification. I'll get two more balls on camera and see if we can make an analysis and evaluation after that. Again, just a little tad bit of math, which will just affect the numbers a bit in terms of club head speed. But what I will say again is, and what I like about this, didn't quite get out there, there's plenty of help from this i200, and I do think, and I said it in the review I did last week, I do think it will appeal to the masses. It's a very friendly club, ball to finish, a bit of a hoik down that left hand side, I would feel. Joe, can I hit one more?
Yeah.
I like this club, I like it a lot, and I think again it'd be something that you can tell that was a hoik 165, it was on down that left. Try and get a stable shot to finish. That's a nice ball, Joe. Yeah. Nice ball. We'll end on that one, and I feel a bit better about that. Yeah, it's not bad at all. See the final numbers? 155, 159, and again, right in there in the numbers, around that 160 mark. So, two clubs back together. Final analysis would be this. It's all about personal preference there. Megally impressed with the feel that is out of this cast club from Ping. Can't argue with that. I still love and can't argue with the feel out of the Srixons either. So, did I establish anything from that testing really? I think really thumbs up to Ping, I suppose, for completely yeah, fooling me the other week in terms of the forged head, and it is, like I said, really nice soft feel out of the club. So well done to Ping, and like I said, as ever, get out there, test them yourselves and see what your opinions are. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, comments down below as ever, and if you don't subscribe, then please do so. And we've got a few more videos to do, so we'll see you soon on Upload TV.
Ciao.